Good morning. Happy Friday. Let me get the stream stuff all set up and my chat. Hope all the weeks have been, or the week has been going well for all of you. I'm still feeling a little bit tired, but I think that's because I've not been really going to bed on time, so I'm not getting my full amount of sleep. All right, I think that's that there. All right, where were we with this? We had just been setting up Travis CI to attempt to work with what was it? The database. So that way we can use Cypress. And we unfortunately had to leave it running without checking what it did, and of course it failed. So the reason it failed is it couldn't install Cypress. Specifically, it didn't have a libgconf file here, so it couldn't do that. Now this leads me to believe that it is a Linux, because I had this problem on my computer here, and just installing libgconf I believe is the solution for it. I don't know if there's other things that we need to install too, but I was also thinking of just looking up Travis CI and Travis CI and Cypress to see if there's any tricks to get it going. Because I'm wondering if maybe they have like an auto, like a button to click and it'll auto install it. Or you just say, hey, add Cypress in. Oh, Cypress has docs for it. Good morning, Stacking. You'll need to run an install script before the test. Yeah, I'm attempting to install it. So what I have here, where did it go? Have it here is the Travis YAML file, and so I have it doing the npm install, and so it's installed through Node, and we're hoping that would install it, but unfortunately we don't have a library. Oh, that's another possible problem. Wait on. So basically we need to make sure that we start the server too, because the tests are going to require that. You know, I wonder if it might be better for us to set up Docker to run this, and then we can go into Travis CI here and use the Docker. I vaguely remember that they have like an entire section for it. Yeah, so I can use Docker Compose. Okay, so they give us Docker Compose, and of course we could just replace it again if we need to, but I'm thinking that this will be fine. I don't really need to install a different version of Docker, I bet. But all right, so if we using Docker Compose, is also installed in a Docker enabled environment. Looks like I have a whole bunch of stuff that we might need, but it wouldn't really matter because we would have everything would run inside of Docker. I just need to know how to like tell it. Or wait, does everything have Docker? Or is it like everything is Docker ready? Okay, so dist trusty. All right, so if I use dist trusty, we have Docker and Docker Compose already installed. You already have full access to the Linux VM. What's the purpose of putting a VM inside of a VM? Unless I want to see how deep I can go with this. So the purpose is the fact that it's getting really annoying to like, all right, before I need to install Docker, now I'm going to need to apt install. So where I thought I was already signed in. Oh, come on. So I basically now need to get this libconf-2. I'm not really sure. Is it trusty that we have? I guess I'm not really sure which dist we have fully, but we need to find this thing. I7, good morning. Click on the view config for all the Travis stuff. Well, so the view config is just this file that I have on the left here. And that's all it pretty much has. So whatever I put into here, and so I'm using the default dist. It should say at the top of the logs, oh, so it might be in the job log. Or build system information maybe. Build dist, Xenial. I forget which version that was. Here it is, Ubuntu 16. Okay, so it's Ubuntu 16. So I can go, oh, I forgot. It's like packages.ubuntu.com. I'll go to Xenial. And is there a search? Oh, search. Gonna search for this in Xenial. Section any, search. All right, what if I drop the 4? Or the SO? Okay, so there is a libconf-2-4. That's probably what I want. So if I take that in the before script, before I run npm install, it can be after this, I'm going to have to do, I'm thinking it's going to be a sudo. So apt, I don't know if I need to update to like get the updates too. And I have no idea if this is going to work. Yep, you need the updates. All right, well then that should be it. Let's save this and send it on up and see what happens. All right, installing libconf -2-4 for Cypress. Push that up and we will wait until this, oh, did I say libconf? libgconf, yes. That's why I copy and paste. That's why, well, okay, not that's why. We'll now wait for this to go. One of the things that I wanted to do was set up an entire database sort of reset system, which is not quite as easy. And I don't want to put that into the actual code to reset the database because, well, here it's going to be like pretty simple. But if I have a Docker set up locally, I'll be able to just say like, hey, Docker, rerun the tests, and it will set up a database for me. It'll run the tests, and that should be good. So what I'm thinking is a Docker compose with probably, what do we need? We need PHP, the setup for that. We need the Cypress install, and we need the Postgres. Where was... So that's in Composer's install. Is before script after this? I probably needed to put this down here in install. I mean, I think it'll work regardless, but this is the more appropriate place to put it. In fact, npm install needs to go down here too. Okay, so here's the sudo apt install. So it updated and installed that. That's fine. Is the very first thing it does is git clone? It does. Okay, so we can... I can put this stuff down there. Installing Cypress. You would think Travis would cache all of this. I mean, it would make it cheaper for them, wouldn't it? They could have like a satellite server that holds all these packages. It catches the install command and then just installs from there. All right, so Cypress successfully installed. Oh no, okay, so there is the next problem. The server is not running. So we need to figure out, Danny, good morning. You can tell Travis to cache your directories, but you specify the folder. So you have Travis caching your node modules. I mean, I guess that's good, but that wasn't the most time-consuming thing. Oh, I guess it can be. With Cypress is a pretty beefy install. All right, so we need to start our Laravel server, and we could basically look at, okay, Laravel Cypress. No, not Laravel Cypress. Laravel Travis CI. Okay, this one isn't actually starting the server, is it? Oh no, this is just using PHP unit. Okay. Cypress. I mean, I guess I could look at that. I don't know if that's going to work because it doesn't have Cypress. I don't know if I want to actually run the server, although I guess I can. They had that suggestion in Cypress about using the wait4 package. Oh, see, they're also not using. They're also not using Cypress for this, so I'm betting they don't have to start the server. All right. So, what do we need to do? First of all, these installs can go down. We can do that first. So install sudo apt update, npm install afterwards. Compile the code. We also want to start the server. So what's that going to be? Copy is before script. That's that's a good idea. Copy is before script. And then that's what I'm thinking. PHP artisan. So we're going to do PHP artisan serve here, but then we need to wait for, what's the, they had this suggestion in here. This then, wait on. Use the wait on module. You can block the Cypress run command from executing until your server has been booted. So that's probably what we want here. Where is wait on? All right, well, this seems fine. we just tell it to wait on, and where is it going? It's oh, localhost 8000. Okay, that's where we're going. So we'll need to install WaitOn, wait-on. So as part of the before script, we'll have npx wait on http localhost colon 8000. Okay, so that should start the server and wait until it's actually running. We've compiled the JavaScript. The .env is set up in the appropriate place. I don't think, so I shouldn't need to install it beforehand because I'm using npx here. So npx will actually reach out and install it for me. Now, I guess like one question is, will serve give up the I wonder if this would be better, is do this in different lines. All right, so we're going to start the server and then we're going to wait on. I'm worried that this isn't going to give up a command. And so we're gonna. It just might take the standard in. You don't think that works? Serve would be blocking. I guess what I could do is make that background this. Okay, yeah, that's what they're suggesting here. So we'll just background it with this, and then we'll wait for it to start, and then we'll do everything else. So shall we try it? If you have any other ideas, also I keep on forgetting. Oh, I stopped listening. Oh, it's been on the entire time. Okay, never mind. Let's see. Starting PHP server. And waiting for it before testing with Cypress. And let's push it up. I guess we'll wait for this to run now. In the meantime, all right, so back to what I was thinking of originally for testing this locally and running all the tests really quickly, because I could run the Cypress tests, the interactive Cypress tests, I mean, which are really cool to look at and are really nice for doing any of the previous, like writing the tests themselves. But for just running the test, like if I change logic or something, I don't want to have to reset the database quite so often. I guess I could have a command that does it. That might be the first thing to do. It's 3 p.m. there. Nothing with the good morning. 3 p.m. Where is that? Is that like Germany? I don't know my my time my time zone geography very well. Exactly. Awesome. Well, welcome from Germany. Oh, right. And because I'm using Homestead, it gets a little bit interesting. So the database is inside of Homestead. I don't necessarily have access to like reset the database from outside of Homestead, although I think by default the ports are open, so I could do that. If somebody else sets this up remotely, So my two choices are write a script that will essentially use PSQL to connect to the remote server. Now I don't have PSQL installed on my computer. I have it inside of Homestead. So there is that. I could do the crazy thing of setting up a Docker command that uses PSQL to connect to the Homestead PSQL and reset it, which also seems kind of crazy. I could use Docker Compose to set up a isn't Homestead the Vagrant thing? Yes, it is. So it is the Vagrant thing. And Travis does support Docker things. Yes, it does. Uh-oh, this failed. Let's see what happened. Error exception. Failed to open stream, no such file or directory. Oh, okay, so what was this? It was .env. This didn't happen. Because npm run dev, so here's the sudo apt update. That's an install. Oh, I do need, okay, so before script runs after the install. So all of these things would have to go into before script, or I copy this into install, because the order problem is wrong. Yeah, the install is before script. So unfortunately, this needs to be down here in order to install the things. Yeah, that is an excellent idea, Danny. Let's move this up here. So, all right, we set up this entire system. The install runs, the before script runs, the script runs, and then the deploy runs. Wait, there's also a before install? Okay, hold on. Really, Firefox? It updated behind the scenes, so it wants to restart. Nope, I'm not doing that. Install on script. You can run custom commands before the installation phase, before install. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. For install. And here, so this is part of install, but this copy is up here. npm install, composer install. I think this is gonna be before script. Yeah, so I think these are all then before scripts. I don't know, I think this is fine. let's send it on up and try it. Let's see, copying the .env file before installing. Where's my, oh, is it here? It's here. All right, we'll wait until this begins running then. All right, back to my sort of in between Travis CI runs to sort of think about how to get this setup running easily locally. So I don't need to reset the database. I don't need to like manually run scripts. I can just set it to run and go. The architecture is that we have Homestead with the database inside of it. And if I want to restart the database, then I'm going to need to either install PSQL or install like a Docker PSQL. Now there's the other option of installing Cypress and doing everything inside of Homestead, like the command line Cypress. The problem that I had with that, and we can actually try it, is a lot of npm stuff that I've tried to run just doesn't seem to work. I guess this hasn't. Oh, it's running. Okay. Well, it got past all the previous stuff, so we're back into Cypress. All right, what is... I didn't actually create those commands. So if I cd into code, project idea holder, here's like the node modules. Now these are for the Linux that I have on my computer and not necessarily the Linux inside of here. So it may not work, but I could theoretically do npx cypress run. Okay, so Cypress is not there. Let's do npx cypress install. Okay, so Cypress is attempting to connect to the server. Oh, okay. Wrong URL. You're racing Travis? Travis won. Well, Travis won because it errored out, so it just died. Does that constitute winning? What? Okay, so it attempted to connect to here, which is a problem because I need to connect to localhost. Is there a .env for Cypress? I feel that there is. Oh wait, there's a cypress.json. I can let's take a look at that. All right, so this only has the base URL in it. So I can create a Cypress dot JSON.test and copy this over too. Just get hacky and edit host files. Oh yeah, we can sed the host files. Instead of like this easy fix. All right, so I want to copy this. All right, this can run now. npx Cypress run. You're the king of janky. You don't get hacker points with the easy fix? Do I really need the hacker points? Your system is missing the dependency xfvfb. What is that? This is the worst named package ever. Why would I don't do I really need the display? Oh, X. Like X11. Okay, got it. Visual X visual something buffer. Do I have access to apt? If I apt update sudo apt update. Am I running in Wayland by chance? I don't actually know what I'm running in Vagrant here. I'm guessing it's really old. That was a bad idea. X, okay, I'm just gonna copy you. Okay, sudo apt install X. Oh, no tab. Yeah, so no X server. I'm guessing that this is like the worst idea in the world to like do this. Let's not install it. Let's search it. So here's XVBF virtual frame brother. Oh, fake X server. Okay, that's cool. So sudo apt install xvfb. Tab that. Sure, go ahead, install into my Vagrant. It's the worst that could happen. In the meantime, we're going to copy this cypress.json to a cypress.json.test file. And we're going to update this to be localhost :8000. Save that. Switch back to Travis CI, and then so we have npm run Cypress here, which means before script we need to do our copy. So we're going to copy dot, no, it's not dot, it's cypress.json.test to cypress.json. Oh, you've never seen apt like that? Oh, yeah, so there's apt and there's aptget. So aptget, I think, is original, and then they added apt later. Apt is, it has more visual. So it's the exact same behind the scenes. Aptget is scriptable, and apt has like a little bit of visual for installs. That's pretty much the big difference. Also, apt has the ability to like search with it, whereas with aptget you have to use apt cache. npx Cypress run. Yeah, it's actually, I really like it. All right, so now what? Cypress failed to start. Now what? lib xss so1. All right, well, let's see. Sudo Vizdica, because I'm going to try to pronounce that. You thought aptget was a symlink to aptget. Oh, well, I think it's a it's a wrapper because it has slightly different commands. That's why I feel that way. I haven't truly looked into it too much though, so I could be wrong. But you can do apt search, which I think is so much nicer than apt cache. All right, so sudo apt install libxss. What do we got here? 1. All right, we're gonna do this slowly, like install all the crap. All right, we'll do that again. We now have a copy Cypress. All right, now what? libconf2, okay. libconf dash, is there a -2? libconf9, that's not, I don't see a libconf2 SO4 available. I know, I keep on missing the G. Sorry about that. Miss libgconf. Hoan, good morning. I'm sorry. I do want to get back to Rust eventually. In fact, I ordered a book today that I want to like go through all the examples in Rust. So I think after this project, my next one was going to be a Rust thing. libg. Oh, this or libconfuse. They have a libconfuse. So they have a lib. You're right. I completely misspelled this. libgconf. That's what I want. 2-4. All right. I think this is good here, so I'm going to save this one. We're going to setting up Cypress to use localhost locally. No, on Travis CI. Do that. Push that up. Let's see if you run now. All right, libnss3. All right. libnss3. Easy. Have I ever heard of commitizen semantic release? I don't think so. Lib a sound, okay. Why do I need a sound library? Is it just the browser needs the sound library just in case I have sound on my website? Let's try it again. Lib a sound 2. That sounds about right. The joys of running Linux. Yes, absolutely. Also, this might be running. We should check it. That's not the same one. Copy the invol. Yeah, so let's come here. Yep. Okay, so I need you to follow. So I think it's better here. We'll find out. You should look into that. You love it and it helps you create nice commits. Oh, okay. So it creates it like sets up commits for me. Cypress is running inside of Homestead. A semantic release does the rest and can. All right. Yeah, that was expected. Also, Juan, you've been learning design by contract, cool stuff to make code less buggy. That's nice. Okay, so we're still installing that. I want to look up commit to Zen. Okay, so is it like an interactive git add, git commit, and then I like fill out this little form thing, and then it will like make my commits really nice. All right, I'll take a look into it. I mean, it might piss me off. I don't know. Also, Juan, you've been learning design by contract. Cool stuff to make code less buggy. That also sounds really good too. It's running. I mean, it failed, but it ran. So test passing 0, failing 1. All right, so what happened? Timed out retry and expected 500 equal 201. So we got a 500 error on the server. Now over here we got a 422 error. A parity between local and Travis. Yes, that's absolutely true. Yeah, okay. So what I need to do is reset the database. The easiest way to do that right here is to run art migrate fresh. Did I run the migration? I don't think I ran the migrations. So yeah, we need to run the migrations. All right, so in before script, PHP artisan migrate. That's what we need to do. Also, what is this? Oh, this one created some artifacts. It created a video and it created this. We can actually watch this attempt to run and fail. That's actually pretty cool. However, I don't care about these, so we're gonna run that up. It looks like I've actually previously uploaded the videos for it, which I don't really care to do. But let's put that up and migrating the database. So over here, we can watch. This was 21, so we'll wait until this becomes 22. Did I push that up? I did. And we'll watch this run on the right. On the left, we need to rerun this again. So mpx Cypress run. and passing tests. All right. Now the idea is that we want to script this, right? So we can run these tests easily with one command. It will rerun the migrations and then run the Cypress stuff. I can just write a wrapper script that will just basically do art migrate fresh. I mean, I think that would be fine. If I want to do like a watch where it auto runs the tests again after a change, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. But I think I'm just not going to worry about that right now. So let's create a script for that. So I'm thinking that, oh wait, isn't there a way to do that through art? There's like this console. This file is where you define all of your closure-based console commands. Each closure is bound to a command instance, allowing a simple approach to interacting with each command's I/O methods. Okay, so currently there's this inspire command, which will run. I love how they actually put a quote, like a quote chooser, in here. All right, so another failure. Could not connect to server, connection refused. Oh, okay. So this was the migrate command. It attempted to connect to the database, but that didn't work. So we need to properly find out where this database is and set that up. 3306 is MySQL. Well, that's not. Oh, right. Okay. Is Postgres running locally, or are they giving me some kind of like Docker container for it? If it's running locally, then all I have to do is come back here. We need to look at the .env and see that there are 5432 and the .env test and aptget. So I got the Postgres, I didn't get the port. So let's update that. So yes, you are correct. Using Postgres port instead of MySQL turns out to be a good idea. And this was 22. We're going to go back to the dashboard and wait for 23. All right, where were we over here? You had run, so I was planning on figuring out how to write a command, like some kind of it started. Some kind of console command here. So if I were to do something like this, artisan commands Cypress. I heard we're about to get arrow functions in PHP, which would make this look a lot nicer. So currently, this comment inspiring quote. I was in the middle of being inspired, yes. I need to know how to run the migrations from here. And it's artisan. I wonder what I have available for me. So let's go back to you, create a new window, move you over here. Laravel. To generate a new command, use the make command artisan command. This command will create a new command class in the app console commands directory. Okay, so apparently I should be doing that instead of manually creating this command. Hey, look at that, passing tests. Now it's going to attempt to deploy the code to Heroku. I don't think I actually set up Heroku to use a database yet, so that's going to fail. Or rather, the deploy will work, but then the app will not be working remotely. Deployed to Heroku. Wait, what are you? Did you succeed? You succeeded. All right. So I bet if we go take a look at where this is, it's the project ID is Twitch. So I can come here. Really? Come on, let me select it. We should, okay, well, you seem to work there. I bet it's going to fail as soon as I attempt to actually create an account. So if I do something like my branded email, so Brooks, or Brookzerker. Error, create an account. Will it tell me what the error was? 500 server error. Great. That's perfect. My guess is it's having trouble with the database side of things. I would then have to come in to here. Not here. Maybe I can do it through this terminal. And I want Heroku logs. I mean, so I'm seeing the 500 errors. Yeah, 500 no message. That's lovely. What I'm worried about is that with Laravel, it just sort of sets up, but Heroku may not allow me to easily set up the database with that. Looking online, a lot of people with Laravel are using Forge, which is a Heroku type thing, except specifically made for Laravel. So I suppose that could be a problem. I don't actually know if the server part is really running. Because we got a post to here and just immediate 500. But like nothing stating like why that happened. Yeah, I may have to look at that. Laravel serve Heroku. That should be in the error log. I mean, oh right, because they don't. All right, let's try this. Heroku SSH. No. Heroku run SSH. Oh, is it like Heroku run bash? Oh, I think I'm in now. Okay, so now I can cd into, where was it? It's in a folder somewhere. There's a logs. Resources? No. I forget where it is. For Apache, var log Apache to error log. Oh, I thought. I guess it's not creating these. There is a logging system inside of Laravel, but if this is not actually receiving it, it wouldn't have created that. So you're probably right. So I can go to slash var log what do we have here? Okay. That's something. So the answer here is that I don't get access to the logs. Whatever they're doing, they're locking me out of it. They're putting the logs somewhere else, which is not nice for me. I have no idea where it would be. I guess I could do a search for it. So find dot dash name error.log. Go. We're going to get a lot of these permission denied. Really? I can't look in, and it didn't find it in any of the other folders. So the answer is there is no error.log. Well, there's that. I'm betting, however, that the server's not started. I think that's what the real problem is. And I used this document to get it started, but I think that it is wrong. Create a proc file, create the application, set the encryption key, push to Heroku, and that's it. I don't think it's... By default, Laravel will log errors and messages into a directory on disk, which isn't ideal. In order to ensure that errors, should they arise, are visible in Heroku logs, the corresponding configuration in config logging.php must be changed so that all relevant channels use the error log driver. So we need to change config logging.php return default env log channel error log. I mean, what can't... Oh, log channel stack, driver stack, channel single error log. Huh, that's interesting for them to do that. All right, so here we have default env log channel stack. That's what they have here. Then we have our channels, and there's a whole bunch of channels here. And it's, okay, so stack, driver stack, channels, single, and right now it's daily. And we need the driver to be error log. Error log. So I guess I could just say you are going to be error log. Okay. What else do I need to do? Trust the load balancer. Okay, so I need to also change the middleware trust proxies. They're suggesting if I do this, I kind of am setting myself up for Heroku style only. What's in this file already? Or do I not really want to care until I try this? I guess I could do that. We can now wait until this runs, turns green, and then sort of like test it to see what the errors that we're getting are. I suppose it could also be this type of error. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . app HTTP middleware trust proxies. So this has protected proxies equals star. And then also changing this request header x forwarded as forwarded AWS ELB instead of this. Those are the two changes. So I can update you. Set up for Heroku. Previous comment is original. Protected. Proxies equals star. I want to do this exact same thing down here. And we'll copy you. And you're the big difference. So header x forwarded AWS ELB, Elastic Beanstalk. Okay, so we're trusting it from Elastic Beanstalk. So save you. That's still running. I don't know if there's anything else to do here. Let's take a look. I don't need to be in here anymore. Heroku. I want to check to see what, like, if I have a database set up on this. I don't know if it's features. Manage PostgreSQL databases. Wait, so does that exist already? Open a PSQL shell to the database. Has no databases. Okay, so we need to add a database. So would that be PG to add one? Let's try this. Heroku help PG. It's a plugin, isn't it? Or it's something like that, I bet. This is not telling me to add a database. Yeah, okay, so let's try this. Heroku help plugin. Plugins. installs a plugin into the CLI, links a plugin into the CLI for development, update. Okay, so, oh, show core plugins. So what is this? Heroku help plugins. I mean, I guess so. This is what's like given to us for free. Probably add-on, not plugin. Oh, they're just things that update the CLI tools. Okay, that's. Also, you're done. So let's go back into the logs. So Heroku logs -f, I think. -t. Yeah, okay, so we're tailing these logs. The app is now up and it's been redeployed. Here's this all gets. We can just like test this again. So I mean, that didn't do anything for my logs. I mean, so I got the router and then the web, it just told me it was 500. I know I can add it through the interface, Danny. I'm not logged in through the browser. So that's the only thing. This is not helpful here. I wonder if I need to. I could actually put a log in the file to like see if it's like getting in. This is not helpful. I could. Oh, I am logged in. Okay, never mind. So I was wrong. Let's installed add-ons. Let's configure add-ons. Heroku Postgres. The free hobby dev provision. Okay, this is attached by database, and I need to make sure that the database is set up properly. If we take a look at our .env here, we need to make sure that db connection is the URL that we're using. Now, it might be, ooh, we got a 419 error this time. That's much better. What's a 419 error? Authentication timeout. Yeah, okay, so clearly the problem was the database wasn't added in. Now we got the added in database. Also, is that really loud? Can you hear that?